I'm at the start line of something new. And the last couple of days I've been coming up against the wall and just seeing myself become consumed by confusion and being overwhelmed, having a clear sense of where I'm trying to go, but not quite sure how to get there, or just struggling with that self-doubt that I could do it. When finding myself in this new arena, having recently left my job of 12 years, pursuing the whole content creation path, and just sort of feeling like I have this one in a lifetime chance to build something of my own and to start over, and feeling like I must win at this thing. Like I heard in a recent podcast, I heard the phrase suffocating the experience, and I thought that applied well in these situations where you're gripping a little too hard. And maybe you could relate. Maybe you find yourself in new waters, or chasing some big, bold goal, or just sort of like navigating some internal struggle that you're having a hard time finding your way through it. This pattern and tendency for me to grip things too hard isn't necessarily something new to me. And part of it's, I think, temperament. My mom always said that I was a very serious kid, but it definitely locked in high school when I had this big dream to become a pro golfer. And I literally spent like every waking moment on the golf course. And it was pretty much all 4 years of high school, and it wasn't like a healthy thing. And I would like cry because I put so much into my practice, and I felt like when it came time to be in a golf tournament or play out on the golf course, like all the practice that I was putting into it didn't necessarily equal what I was getting out of it. It was just like intensity of my attachment to the outcome. It made it so I was just wound way too tight. And now in this new arena that I find myself in with content creation, it's the same pattern showing up. Again, the tendency to grip things too tightly and take it too seriously. This feeling like I must win at this thing. And here's the thing that I keep having to relearn. The tighter you grip, the less you flow. Alan Watts, he had this concept for it that he called the backwards law. One of the best ways of picturing it is just like quicksand. So like the more you struggle trying to like get out of quicksand, the deeper you sink. So just sort of relaxing when you kind of stay afloat. So when you're banging your head against the wall trying to make something work, the answer usually isn't more force. It's less grit. And here are a couple things that I've been doing that have been helping when I hit a wall. All right, so the first thing you want to do is set a boundary. So you don't want to wait until like you're in it. You kind of want to do this beforehand and tell yourself, like, if I get to that place where I just feel like I'm spinning my wheels, I'm getting nowhere, you just want to say like, all right, I'm going to give myself like 90 minutes and then I'm just going to stop no matter what. You don't want to feel like, I'm just going to wait until I'm done or whatever, because that's how you just dig yourself into a deeper hole. Then basically use that stop for something specific, not just like stepping away, but discharging what's built up in your body. Because when you feel like you've hit a wall, it's stressful and your body tightens up. Your jaw clenches, your shoulders get tight. You can't think your way out of a tight body. So you want to get up and go walk, or, a workout would be good at a time like this. And you just get outside if you can. And clarity often comes when you release that tension. This is super cliche to say, but we've all heard that people like Einstein went for a walk and then the breakthrough happened, right? It's this concept of the backwards law operating. So that's the first thing, right? Set yourself a boundary and then stop when you hit it, no renegotiating, and then use that stop to discharge that tension in some way. The second thing you want to do is shrink your target. Part of what makes you grip things too tightly, it's the scale of what you're trying to achieve. So shrink the target. And make the ask on yourself smaller. Set like a small daily target that you can hit and find a rhythm and some momentum. Like for me right now with content creation, it's very new to me. I still don't have the skill. And so for me, recently, I am now trying to make shorter, punchier videos before I start to make something longer. And so whatever you're trying to achieve, just make it easier on yourself. And listen, if you find yourself in flow, then go for it. Work the 10, 15 hours, but let it come from the right place rather than trying to force it. This is something that I'm sitting in right now. Literally the last couple of days I've been hitting this wall. So I wanted to make this video while it feels really alive for me. And I made it because I felt like you may be in the same boat. And maybe it helps to know that you're not the only one gripping things too tightly or trying to force things to work and getting really frustrated and wanting to quit and just sort of like sitting in that despair. And I just wanted to offer a couple things that may help you relax into it. And so if you're holding on to something too tightly, drop it in the comments. I love to read about it. Maybe we could kind of get a conversation going about this. And if you made it this far, I want to thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one.